Beneath the golden sun of Sicily and behind the gates of a lavish Roman villa, a young boy named Luca Romano lived in the illusion of peace, unaware that his blood carried the weight of an empire built on fear, loyalty, and silence. His father, Don Vito Romano, was a man of cold eyes and warm smiles, a mafia legend who ruled the underworld with wisdom rather than brute force. But he kept Luca far from that world, raising him to be different, honest, compassionate, untouched by the blood-soaked shadows that lurked just outside their walls. Luca was the good boy, the golden child, destined to be a doctor or a diplomat, not a don. He played piano, read philosophy, and helped feed the poor in the city's forgotten corners, blissfully unaware that one day, fate would pull him into a storm that would shatter everything. That day came in the form of betrayal. One moonless night, while Luca was away at university, his father was gunned down in their family chapel during a meeting meant to seal peace between warring factions. The killer? Lorenzo DeMarco, Don Vito's most trusted consigliere, his blood brother, the man who stood beside him for 3 decades. With a single bullet and a smirk, Lorenzo declared war and claimed the Romano Empire as his own. Luca returned home to a nightmare. The house ransacked, his father's loyal men either dead or defected, and the city streets whispering about the fall of House Romano. Grief turned to fury, and fury to resolve. But Luca didn't lash out. No, he vanished. For 2 years, the world thought the boy was gone. In truth, he was reborn. He traveled to Eastern Europe, studied the movements of cartels in South America, learned how to make weapons speak louder than words, and mastered the language of power. He didn't just prepare for revenge, he became revenge. Luca returned not as the heir, but as the hunter. Every corner of his father's old empire was touched by his silent rage. Rivals disappeared, allies reappeared.
Ow!
Small families pledged loyalty once more, not out of fear but out of awe.
Ow!
Luca used brains before bullets, secrets before slaughter. His war was not loud but surgical. The streets whispered his name with reverence. Il Fantasma Nero, the Black Ghost. He tore through Lorenzo's operations city by city, turning his businesses to ash, his men against him, and his blood into ice. Then came the final night, a midnight meeting at the ruins of the Romano Chapel where it all began. There, under the cracked dome and candlelight, Luca faced the man who betrayed his family. No screaming, no chaos, just silence, ... and then justice. With one bullet, poetic, precise, he ended the betrayal that cursed his bloodline. But something inside Luca died that night too. The boy who once dreamed of peace was gone. In his place stood a kingpin, polished, feared, and unstoppable. His empire stretched across continents, casinos in Monaco, shipping ports in Lagos, informants in New York, and secret alliances that kept world governments guessing. It became the storm. A man with no moral compass, only loyalty to the name Romano. Yet in quiet moments, when the world stopped spinning and the throne felt too heavy, Luca wondered, did he avenge his father? Or become the monster his father tried to shield him from? From a good boy with a bright future to a shadow-walking kingpin with a heart of stone, Luca Romano's story is not just one of revenge. It's a haunting transformation of innocence, lost to legacy of blood, paid in blood, and of power's cruel price. And as long as his name is whispered in fear and awe, the world will never forget the boy who became a legend. If this epic tale of betrayal, blood, and transformation gripped your soul, do me a favor. Smash that like button like Luca smashed the underworld. Hit subscribe to dive deeper into the shadows. And tap that notification bell, because more legendary stories like this are on their way, and you want to miss a single one.